What is going on, guys? SACOZ back at it with another video, and in today's video we're gonna be doing something that I never thought I'd do since I was 6 and I started my cringy YouTube channel, a Q&A, because apparently we have active people who really enjoy my content, and I'm really grateful for all of you SACOZ Paulers. We grew from the last video a little bit, and I just asked in my Discord server for everyone to submit their questions. It was really fast. Sorry if you didn't get in. It was just the night before this video was uploaded, and it was just like a quick thing because I absolutely had no idea what to upload for today, so I just went, yo bros, hit me with questions and I will answer them in the video for Monday. So that's what I'm doing right now. So without anything else to say, remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SACOZYT to see my work. You can also see my work over at behance.net/SACOZ, and join my Discord server because I always do stuff like this in the Discord server. You can post your work, you can promote your videos, you can do all kinds of stuff in there. Just go in there and join, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so next came with, can I be first? You know what? Sure, you can. Why not? But then he asks a serious question. What makes a good web design? Okay, a good web design, a good logo design, a good app design, a good literally every single thing you can imagine is when there is nothing to take out of there without it losing its style. Some people say without making it look bad, but for me, if you're doing, for example, a Fortnite theme banner, for example, that's not a good example for this. But if you're making, I don't know, a burger shop, right? And you're web designing for them, right? If you literally take off, right, all the unnecessary stuff, unnecessary in air quotes, like the pattern and all the circles and all the cute textures you did, will it still meet the style that it did? So when you take off everything and it still looks like you want it to look, that's when you make a good web design. If you want to make a clothes web design, for example, and you have photos everywhere, you want to make this vintage look, right? The unnecessary is having all of those images, but this style says that you should keep those images and make it look like you want it to look. So that's my take on it. Many designers have different takes on it, so that's how I do it. Then Geek Arctic says, for how long have you been working on video/photo editing, web design, graphic design on YouTube? This guy has followed me from like when I did photography, and I know him in real life. So yeah, he's a cool dude. So how long have you been working on all of these? I started in April 2017. We attempted to create a design agency. It did not go well. But yeah, that's your question for graphic design. Photo editing, photography in general, like when I got my phone, that was like June 2017, and then I started, photo shooting with friends' cameras and stuff. Video editing, I've always video edited for real, but I don't edit this because I have an editor to do that for me. But yeah, since I remember having an iPad, I edit videos in there. And YouTube, I've attempted to do very different YouTube channels, right? I'm running 2 right now. I just opened one like yesterday. But this one I started in January 28th, right when I came back from my vacation. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. Then Flame says, what is the main reason you started graphic design? Now, the main reason I started graphic design is mostly, there's no like, I'm not gonna tell you a story that I was like excited for the beautiful arts and the stores and the logos of the companies, because I wasn't. I literally was trying to open Google Chrome in my mom's computer. That's a graphic designer. I tried to open it and then I missed, and then I actually opened Illustrator and I was like, what is this, mom? And then she answered, okay, this is Illustrator, and she told me all of these, right? So if it wasn't because I misclick, right, from Google, this whole thing wouldn't be a thing, and that's amazing to think about. Then Deontay, I did a collab with this guy, says, what are the best type of clients for you? Now, the ones that pay.
Bruh.
Alright, but seriously, I actually really like to work with streamers and logo designs. Those are my 2 best, of course, streamers. because I can offer like a Twitch revamp, right, which is $50 in my case. So I offer $50, right, and let's say this is not real, but my weekly goal, let's say, is $100, right? With 2 clients, I already have it. And if you know anything about marketing, then you know that getting 2 clients, that getting 2 people to purchase your product is actually really easy, of course, with Twitter keyword research and everything that's out there these days. So it's really easy, and that's my favorite people to talk to, right? Because I can get through them. I can just contact a streamer and ask if they want a revamp, which is nice, of course. So that's my favorite type of clients. What's your favorite type of client? Just leave them in the comments below, because I'm really interested to know. Then popped art. I'm sorry if I misspelled your name, bro. But he says, how do you balance work and life when you're full-time freelancing? And how do you keep it separated, and how do you make sure your clients are okay with it? Alright, to answer the first question, I don't really have a life.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
To be honest, but most of the stuff is just, you know, hanging out with friends, you know, going to school and stuff. But I just try to manage time in a positive way and have priorities. So I have my priorities, right, that are like school, then freelancing, then YouTube, and then a bunch of other stuff, right? Well, not a bunch, 2 other stuff. But there are my 3 main ones, right? So if I have stuff to do, right? If I have, let's say I have homework, I have a client, and then I have, I don't know, I need to record. What I do is I do my priority number 1 first, right? Which is school, I do the homework. And then I move on into the client because that's my second priority. And then my third one, it's YouTube. So I just really like that way because it keeps me organized a lot. And also doing to-do lists, it's a really good way. Just pointing that out there. Then Mr. Django says, what are your best tips on making a good thumbnail? Now, good thumbnails, I mean, some people define good thumbnails as just pictures, right? So Peter McKinnon had a great style with using only photographs for his thumbnails, right? He doesn't add any text or anything. He uses a high quality photograph, right? So if that's what you're going for, then a high quality photo, right? A contrasty photo, a photo that's good from far away, that's where you want to go to. But if you're not like designing a thumbnail, and that I'm guessing that's what you meant by that, probably text that is readable, right? And hierarchy. So like if you want to define how to design a website, that's your one, right? A website could go in a different color than how to design a, because that basically says, okay, you're gonna learn how to design a website. Like you can learn many things about design, right? But in this one, you're gonna learn how to make a website. So that's hierarchy for you in a very, very small chance. But I'd say hierarchy is one of the main things to do if you want to make a good thumbnail. Alright, Cass says, what do you need to study to become a graphic designer? This is a very simple one. To be a graphic designer, you need to study graphic design. There's nothing much to say about that, but he did leave another question, which I am gonna answer. So he says, what is your daily routine on working between YouTube and graphic design? I don't have a daily routine per se. I just follow what I have up for the day, right? So YouTube and graphic design, I have a very lucky thing, right? So like my YouTube is about graphic design, right? So if I take advantages of the time I have, I can be smart. And when I'm designing something, I can record a speed arts, and then I have a video cover for YouTube. It's just about strategies, right? So like once you're done with this and this, then you do this. And that's how I balance, right? I also used to script my videos. I don't anymore, I think you can tell. But yeah, I just think that's part of it. Just basically follow up with your process, right? So if you have a lot of client work, if you have homework, and if you were managing a YouTube channel, make priorities, right? And then follow up those priorities. A morning routine is kind of cool, right? Because you can, I don't know, write a script at 5 a.m. or something, and then go to school or your job, whatever you do, and then find clients or do client work at this time, and then record video this time, and then if you have free time left, that's when you can play Fortnite and Apex Legends and all you want. That's my take on it. I don't really have a daily routine per se, but yeah, just have that in count. Okay, there's 2 questions left. One is for cars, and he says, what type of design do you do the most? Like graphic design logo design, etc. So, for client work, definitely logos, right? For client work, there's definitely logos. I will highly advise you if you're in like the kind of $20, $50, $100 community, right? You focus on logos because they're really easy to get clients of. I made my first $100 easily by making logos, right? But what I like to do the most is obviously web design. I just haven't find that a strategy to get into web design. But for logo design, that's by far the number one thing I do for client work. SACGC says, what's your favorite hobby / thing to do when you're not working on your graphic design business? Well, I recently got into music producing. I'm not like the pro at it. I literally made one beat, but I've tried to do that one beat for like 6 months now. And I really like to do producing on the side. And I may even start, freelancing it and stuff. But yeah, mostly that's my favorite thing to do. And also just go in my bed and literally watch Netflix and play Fortnite or Apex all day. That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm not working, mate. What can I say? I can't lie to you. But yeah. Alright, those are all the questions, guys. Thank you a lot for answering in such a short notice. I'm recording this in Sunday night, so I'm guessing some people from different time zones do have to go to sleep and stuff. But yeah, it's just thank you a lot. If you want to be part of the next Q&A or any other random video I make when I use you guys SACOZ Powlers, just join the server down below at bit.ly/SACOZ house. I believe it's in the screen right now. And without anything else to say, it's been SACOZ here, and I'm out. Peace.